Hello, hello. I think we can turn up the volume on this one over here. Today, I want to start an experiment. I want to examine and dissect the current state of my nervous system. Feelings of anxiety, misery, and feeling crippled. I mean, what better way to get over it than by putting myself out there on a public platform for everyone to see, right? I think most of us tend to wait for a certain feeling to establish itself before we take some kind of action. But Rumi said, as you start to walk on the way appears. Clarity doesn't come before action, it comes from action. So here I am, taking that action, while this uncomfortable, unpleasant feeling in the pit of my stomach telling me something is wrong torments me. Or maybe I just really need to use the bathroom. I don't know. For some time now, I've been losing the grip of having any sense of control over how I react to what goes on around me. Things that are essentially out of my control. I was confident that after I started my meditation practice, I would become more and more immune to reaction, that I was finally heading in the direction of inner peace. Kind of like Poe, you know?
Peace, inner peace, inner peace, inner peace, inner peace, inner peace.
Although I am aware of how I currently feel, the one thing I always remind myself is that observation of the objective self is what eventually dissolves all feelings that you can, well, objectively observe. I hate oversharing, but I guess I also just needed an excuse to put some content out there. Anyways, here's a rap song that I made. Yeah. Dear Diary.
You mean Dear Diary?
Whatever. Today I wanted to start an experiment to examine and dissect the current state of my irrelevance. I'm telling this to the people who will listen for the hell of it. I got this feeling in my stomach in the pits. Maybe it's anxiety or maybe it's the shits. Maybe it's a fit, but I can tell you this, that the action I am taking is a risk. So let me tell you this. Yeah. The feeling I am feeling is a fleeting sense of being. Everything I see isn't really what I'm really seeing. The voices in my head seem to all be disagreeing. So I made this random rap for my own well-being. And I can still feel the sensation of the bee sting. It's on my right leg. Yeah, I got stung by a bee 6 months ago and it's still there. Although I am aware of one thing I always remind myself.
Bye.